Hello, hello. Welcome back to Flameborn Rebel Tarot. First of all, I want to apologize for my absence for a while. Um, you know, life seems to get in the way sometimes. Also, um, I don't know. I had some sort of block, and I know that probably all of you guys have experienced the same sort of thing, right? So it was like so many times I was just ready. Yeah, let's go. Time to do a reading, time to do a video. Um, but I don't know. It was like something was always getting in the way. And so I really started thinking about that recently. Like, what is it? What is it that's been keeping me? I would be sitting out here, ready to do a reading, getting messages, getting downloads, and, knowing that I needed to get a message out. But for some reason, it was like something just kept getting in the way, right? So that was kind of, what I was channeling about tonight. And like, oh, it's St. Patrick's Day, got my green light and my green shirt on. Didn't even realize I was like, oh yeah, I'm wearing green already. But there's so many things, like so much that's been going on. And every time, just got a rowdy ringing in my left ear. So anyways, like, yes, so much has been going on, and I've been wanting to share so much. And like the last time, like before I made a video, I put out like a poll, a survey, because I really, really wanted to start diving into some things, and what you guys picked was, our stolen history, our past, the knowledge, the technology, the things that we've been completely lied to about, and things that have been suppressed. And as soon as I started realizing, like, oh, wow, okay, this is not just like a reading where I can just, do my thing and connect and channel and bring out messages. Like, this was something that I really, like, I've done a lot of research on it, but if I'm going to put something out there for you guys, I want to make sure that it's perfect. It's gonna, I realized that I didn't even know, because this is something that I'm gonna need to show. Like, I'm gonna need to show pictures, like visuals and things for a video like that I don't even have my setup like ready for that, to where I could do, like showing pictures while I'm doing the video and this and that. So I'm still trying to kind of work that out, and maybe that was part of my block, because I could sit there and talk about it for hours, but I don't want it to just be, like willy-nilly when I put something like that out. Like, I have to put my research into it, my, make sure that it's all really good. So I think maybe that could have been part of it. And then, recently, one of my mentors, my girl, Gypsy Cowgirl Tarot, she was doing a quantum healing, and she is amazing at that. If you guys haven't checked her out yet, you really need to. And somehow, I don't know, her and I are just on this same wavelength all the time, where she's just, the things that she says, it really freaks me out. I'm sure you guys have some of those people too. Anyway, she was doing that, and she saw something that was connected to my third eye, that was a negative energy. It was siphoning. She called it like a leech, like a slug, like it was just some really ugly, thing that had attached itself to my third eye and was siphoning my energy from my third eye. So she helped me to get rid of that. It's like I knew that there was something up. I just couldn't figure out exactly what it was. So thank you for helping me with that, Miss Erica. Um, because now, it's like all of a sudden, I feel like, okay, I'm back. Like, I can connect again. And not like it wasn't like I was completely gone or completely disconnected, but there was just something going on in the background that I couldn't quite understand. So, anyways, that is also part of the message that I was getting for today, is that I think I'm not the only one probably that's going through this, feeling like psychic attacks and things like that that might be holding us back. And see, my camera's doing weird things. I'm getting like weird reflections that I've never got before. And as I'm sitting here, like my camera, there's no wind or anything. It's like completely still, but my camera just wants to like jiggle. So I'm sorry if you're seeing this like bouncing up and down, because I'm trying to keep it still and it's just not wanting to stay still. But I was just like, whatever happens, you know, I gotta get this out. I gotta do this. So I did some channeling and got some messages here. Also got some new decks, you know, since I've been, gosh, it's probably been like at least a month, probably more, since I've done one of these. And I was saying I'm so upset with myself because I was doing so well and everything. And whatever it was like I just couldn't get back to it, right? I can't tell you how many times, like, I would come out here and sit down and be ready and like so ready to give you all messages like I always have, and something would always happen, something would always come up, and it was like, oh, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. And it was just weird because it went from like completely here to like completely over here, like almost overnight. It was just really strange. Anyways, I am going to do that video for y'all. I just have to figure out the logistics of it a little bit. How I'm gonna do that. I can maybe like use my laptop, and I just have to figure out the all the technology stuff behind it, which I'm really not very good at, in case you guys haven't realized that. But you know, we don't always need all of that to do what we do. Of course, it doesn't have to be perfect, but with those kind of videos, or it's like knowledge and research and things that I need to share, I want to make sure that I can do that properly. So still working on that. I think I'm almost there, so it shouldn't be too much longer before I can start getting those out, my little rabbit hole videos. I'm actually really excited about it. Just need to figure out the proper way how to do it. So the first couple things that I heard tonight were numbers and crystals. First one was 1212. The second one was 1234. These are two numbers that I've actually been seeing a lot, and they came through like pretty heavy tonight. I was also feeling amethyst, and I know that that is something that helps us to really connect, increases, expands the energy for our connection to spirit, you know, to our guides, everything. It's like an amplifier of that, which is probably, you know, for me too, which is why I'm hearing it. Like, I needed to release and banish and get rid of whatever that was sucking from my energy. And obsidian. So of course, I mean, that makes sense, right? Because we're all needing to be like extra protected from that right now. with everything that's going on, with the transformations in the universe, really, all of this work that we're doing, and the heavier that it gets, the more intense that it gets, the more psychic attacks are going to be coming through to us, to people, light workers. Like I heard indigo, I heard light children. So there's like something, all the energies are in an uproar right now that are negative and that are trying to keep us from doing our work. I heard amnesia. So it was like they're siphoning and trying to make us forget who we are, make us forget our work and what we're doing. I heard arsenic, which I don't think is like really like someone's poisoning you with arsenic, but it's a poison, right? So, and it's something that you could do slowly to somebody with arsenic so that they don't even maybe realize what's going on. They just start to feel bad, start to feel sick, start to feel weak. And that's kind of like what I was feeling, like spiritually, like someone or something was slowly poisoning me, which with arsenic, you can do that in very small amounts so that people don't realize maybe what's happening to them. They don't realize that they're being poisoned. So that, I think, tied into like the whole amnesia thing. And us, our minds, like something was stealing, like literally stealing from our minds and our souls. And I think it's been happening a lot in the astral. It's just something that I'm seeing. So I don't know what's been going on with y'all's dreams and things like that, but it's just been really weird. Like everything's just was so off. But after I got that healing, and Gypsy helped me with that and to release that and identify what the problem was, all of a sudden it's like, oh, a couple of days later, I'm like, okay. And I've done, all my releasing and clearing and everything. So hopefully that little bugger is gone. Because she said it was nasty, and it actually took like a lot of energy out of her. It was so crazy because it was like, I know I need this today. I know I do. And sometimes we have to reach out for help, right? Even if we're, so experienced and so we've been doing this for years or whatever, like sometimes we just can't do it on our own. Like we need some help. So I'm so happy that I reached out because like I got to get back to my work. I got to get back to my people, right? So what else did I hear? Warrior testimony. And I'm not even really sure, like, I think it has to do with us being warriors, being light warriors, and what we're trying to do, and fulfilling our mission, realizing our missions here on Earth right now, right? And sharing it. So here's where this, when those negative entities come in, when things are getting heavy and they're feeling desperate, they're going to go for the most powerful people. They want our information. They want our energy. They want to suck it right out of us so that we can't share our testimony. We can't teach, and we are the warriors, right? I feel it in you guys out there right now. I'm feeling that, like, light warriors, unite. And we have to share our testimony, because that's what brings us all together. And they're trying to keep us from doing that, is what I'm saying. So, like with the whole amnesia thing and slowly trying to poison us and keep us away from our mission as warriors and sharing our testimonies, right? So then I heard razor sharp cords. So I believe that they're saying we need to be razor sharp. We need to be aware of it. We need to be cutting those cords. Anything that could be stopping us right now, attacking us right now, the psychic attacks, releasing those cords. Because then I heard residual psychic sinister ministry. So there's entities, things out there that are psychically sinister, right? They're attacking us from every which way they possibly can right now. And this thing, I'm so sorry, is just shaking around everywhere. Maybe because I'm cold, because it's a little bit cold out here. Weird, because it was like 95 degrees the day before. And all of a sudden, it's like 40 degrees the next day. And we had this crazy wind storm with no rain or anything. It was just the weirdest thing. I had to sit out here for a while because it literally felt like it was gonna blow the house down. It was nuts. And I don't think that, nothing's a coincidence, right? There's the storm, this wind that came in, bringing us messages and energy and just clearing. Like, I feel like it was clearing out so much that needed to be cleared. And tonight, it's literally crazy how quiet, how calm that it is. Yeah, it's chilly and it's kind of nice actually after 95 the day before. But the wind, I like to listen to the wind a lot. When I'm channeling, if it's windy especially, I seem to get a lot more when that's happening. It's like something's being brought in, something's being blown in, and the energy is just amazing. So I had to sit outside for a while with that. Then I heard metal rods. So what that made me think of is like antenna. Having our antenna out again. Like, I think mine was somehow being dulled there for a little while. And probably, we all go through these times, right? Where things just feel weird. And I thought, well, maybe I'm just integrating all this. Like, maybe I just need time for all this to integrate. But something was like literally attacking me. But we need to have our antenna up. I was also thinking that could have something to do with maybe dowsing rods. Like, maybe you guys use the dowsing rods for connecting, for getting answers from spirit. And it's a very, legit, like a really good way to do that, right? So if you're into that, or if you've been thinking about trying the dowsing rods, then maybe that's like your confirmation that you should check it out. Get some, get into it, see how they work for you. But really, it just made me feel like antenna. They connect with energy like a lightning rod almost. Like, we need to be rebooted. And I feel like definitely that was what was happening with me. Like, I needed this, like, boom, like this reboot of energy. And then I heard, rush, reconnect. Like, we need to do it. We need to do it now, because everything that's going on in the world right now with these timeline shifts, with prophecies, with I'm sure you guys know. Like, I don't need to tell you everything that's going on. Um, but we have these supposedly negative things going on, but everything that we're going to see out in the 3D, out in the open, that we think is happening right now, it's like, I know a lot of it has already happened, and it's kind of like a movie that's playing out in the public, but we know these things go so much deeper than what we're being told. Reminiscent. I heard reminiscent. Which, yes, makes me think also what I was just kind of feeling about the old world, things that have been hidden. We need to be reminiscent of our history, thinking about it, reminiscing, that's also like remembering, right? So then I heard encrypted mythology, which immediately took me to like ancient Egypt and maybe having connections to that. But with everything going on, like with Iran right now, we know that there's things over there from prophecy, from ancient technology, stargates, things that have been, people have been warring over, entities have been warring over for a long time. And who has control of these things? Who's been hiding all these things from us about our history, about where we come from, about who we really are? So I'm praying that the right people get back in control of those things, which can completely shift and change the timeline and the trajectory for our future, right? Oh, I'm shivering. Why am I cold? I wasn't cold, and then all of a sudden it started getting really cold again. Anyway, so if anybody has questions about any of that, put it in the comments. I'll be happy to, elaborate a little bit on that, or if you want me to do a video on that, I could do that too. So we're trying right now, because they said encrypted, right? So it's a secret, something that's been hidden, but something that we deep down in here, like, we have that knowledge, because guess what? A lot of us were there. We were there for it. Some of us created it. Some of us protect it. Some of us hid things intentionally for them to be brought back out at the right time. And obviously things are heating up, right? I heard rush, reconnect. Remember, our soul memories are coming back, which is why I believe we're also being attacked so heavily. The people that have this soul memory, these experiences from lifetimes that we're going to remember, and we are remembering, like, big time, right? And then I heard Sasquatch. I don't know, this is one of the things that, encrypted mythology. Okay, so then I hear Sasquatch. Well, that's something obviously that's been hidden, something that's part of like our mythology, right? Which people think is a myth, but it's not, because they do exist. It's just on like a different dimension. So if we reconnect with our ability to see through that, to see through the veil, to be able to connect with these other dimensions where they reside, right? So that's just like one example. And I think that they're, for some reason, their energy is going through like a lot right now. And I don't really have any connection to Sasquatch. Like, I've never seen them or communicated with them. Like, I know that they're there and they exist, right? But it's never been like one of the groups that I have really connected with or ever had an experience with them. So it's kind of funny that that came out. Maybe I need to, maybe I need to try and reach out to them a little bit more. Then I heard aerial phenomena. So I think a lot of that has been going on right now. Especially for us. I know that people that see, like, I've been for years seeing things in the sky and clouds that I know are not clouds, and just knowing and feeling the presence of star family. And obviously we're not alone. It's just we haven't been able to see it. So I think what they're telling me is that we need to pay closer attention to it now, because now you're starting to see it everywhere. As to where before it was like, oh, people just think you're nuts, right? If you say, oh yeah, do you see that mothership? Do you see that Starfleet? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I can see it, right? But I think we're supposed to maybe pay more attention to it now. And that it's going to start happening more now that the veil is becoming thinner. And finally, there's some things that are happening mainstream, right? Which is very encouraging in a way. So that, I think, is going to pick up like even more. So that was just like, hey, we're here. Like, watch for us. We're trying to connect with you, especially if you're star seeds. If you resonate as a star seed, you know that you've been a part of these other civilizations in other lifetimes, right? And then I heard prophetic ascension oracle. So what I get from that too is like, okay, yeah, they're telling us you're gonna see us more. Like, prophecies are coming like full force in a rush, right? Like, all this is happening like so quick. And our ascension is happening. There's a prophecy of, actually several, prophecies of our ascension, Earth's ascension, everything that's happening right now, and how we have to really pay attention and know what's going on in order to make it happen, because we can't do it alone. We have to all unite. We have to be together. We have to be doing the work in order for this prophecy to happen. It's like they're waiting on us. We're not waiting on them, right? So that's where the whole like oracle thing comes into. And I've been really feeling heavy like Oracle of Delphi for quite a while. A lot of things happen to me that resonate with Oracle of Delphi. So I don't know if you guys have looked into that or connected to that or whatever. So the messages that we're getting, Oracle, wisdom, listening when we're meditating, when we're dreaming, when we're connecting in the astral to our guides, to our star family, to our ancestors. Like, they're wanting to tell us that this is the path that we're on if we continue, you know, but we have to, I think they're saying we have to work harder, you know, we have to do more before the prophecy of ascension can actually happen. Like, they're waiting for us to do our part, and as soon as we're ready, that's gonna happen. It's what the oracles said. But it doesn't always mean, you know, yes, for sure, like it's a sure thing, because we have to do our part in the whole thing as well. And then the last thing was DNA mastery obligatory. So I was like, okay, so that means like we have to do that. We have to be the masters of our DNA in this ascension. Our DNA is changing. We have to realize that that's happening. We have to help it in any way that we can. You know, we're getting blasted with things all the time that are helping us with our ascension, that are changing our DNA, right? And it's a lot, like it's heavy, like, and our bodies have to actually prepare to be able to hold, you know, all this new light. Like our bodies are literally changing and shifting with the timelines, with all the codes that we're getting, the downloads that we're getting. And it's sad, like sometimes I think about people who have no idea what's going on and they're still getting hit and they don't know what the heck is going on, right? But at least, you know, people that are awakened, somewhat awakened, a lot awakened, like at least we know what's going on. So I think, you know, we have to remember that part of our mission is to embrace and to help other people that have no idea what's going on. You know, we don't want to force anything down people's throat. I don't preach to anybody, you know, but it's like, if somebody asks for it, if somebody wants to know, and people will be brought in your path that are supposed to know, like people that are supposed to meet you and talk to you, like they're all being brought in somehow. It's like magnetized, like we're all very magnetic because we want to help. Like it's our mission to do this, right? And to bring as many people together as possible to raise that vibration, to change that energy, to shift so that the prophecies will happen. And we're on that path right now. We gotta hold it. we gotta buckle down, hold our energy, get rid of anything that's trying to siphon off of you. Keep our heart chakras open, right? Just being aware is what I'm hearing. Like, if you feel like something's wrong, like I waited too long, so it's like I'm trying to put this out there so that you guys don't do that, maybe like I did, to where I knew something was wrong, but it was like I waited too long to really figure it out and really clear it out. And divine timing, I know there's always a reason for everything. But we're getting to that point where it's like, okay, it's crunch time, which is what I think that they were trying to get across to me in my channeling tonight. So, with that being said, and I'm so happy to be back and talking to you guys. I missed it, and so it just floors me how things happen sometimes. And I I miss this so much. Like, this is what I do. This is what I love. This is why I'm here, and connecting with you guys and bringing you messages and talking together, learning from each other. Love it. So it doesn't make sense, right? There had to be something that was off, something that was going on that was keeping me from this and from what I love to do, from my work and everything. So I got some new decks. I got like several new decks actually since the last time I did a video. So as you can see here, I've got like 6 different decks. So we'll see how far we get. Anyway, I'm excited to pull some cards for you now and see how all of this comes together. So, of course, when I saw this deck, I knew I had to have it, and it's called Sacred Rebels. So I have already pre-shuffled all these decks because a lot of them are new and hard to shuffle, and didn't want to make y'all wait forever for me to shuffle them. So we are going to start with this one. Sacred Rebels Oracle. And I'm just curious how these are gonna tie in with the message I was getting and what I was channeling and everything. All right, so 2 came out, and of course we get a number 33. So, confirmation, heaven sent. Heaven sent. And I was hearing indigo, light children. I see her, and look, her third eye, the sacred geometry, everything that's going on in the third eye, and knowing now that we have Spirit's presence with our confirmation and number 33. And here's someone who's highly connected, right? She's meditating. She's in the astral. She's getting the signs. She's getting the symbols. This is the state that we all need to be in right now. That I know we can be in right now. We just need to concentrate. We're letting the light in. We're letting the codes in. We're being bombarded with this, with these ascension codes. The memories, the knowledge, the wisdom. It's all coming through to us. We just have to clear whatever it is that's blocking us in order to really, like, we're receiving them anyway, but we have to feel them. We have to let them in. We have to acknowledge them. Remember them. The light is here. They're sending it to us. That's what this is confirming right now. It's being sent. How are we going to use it? Wow. Okay. 23. And this is crazy because when I came out here and I was cleaning off my table here and cleaning out my space, clearing the energy and everything, and all of a sudden I hear my owl, who comes here to visit me. Not all the time, but when that owl comes to visit, it's like, you know, we start chatting with each other. And that's how I knew that it was time. And look at that card. Getting the messages. Defend till the end. The worthwhile. Defend till the end. We're not gonna give in. We're not gonna give up to these energies that are trying to take us over to make us forget who we are and what we're doing and why we're here at this time, what our mission is. She is surrounded by the owl spirit, the wisdom, could even mean shadow, embracing our shadow. Maybe some of us need to do that. Yes, we're light workers, we're full of light, but without the shadow, how do we know what the light really is? We have to embrace both. And they're here reminding us it's going to be worthwhile. Everything that we're going through, all these trials, everything that's happening, in the end, stick with it. Call back your power, remembering who we are, because it's all there. It's all there already, right? They're just here to remind us and here to help us and here to guide us, help to protect us while we're doing this. We are heaven sent. We are heaven sent here to do this, to do our work, fulfill our missions, defend till the end. It's going to be worth it in the end, everything that we're going through. And they're here to help us. Remember, confirming with the 33. Wow. Okay, you know what? I'm going to just read these because it's a new deck and I want to be sure that I'm not missing anything. So, 33, heaven sent. Just as we receive gifts in the physical world through the thoughtfulness of others to acknowledge how much we mean to them, so too we receive gifts on other levels, including the spiritual level. A spiritual gift is something that happens through grace. We can ask for help and it may be given in response to that request. All requests for help are answered. A spiritual gift, we were just talking about that earlier, right? Like when we know we need to ask for help. So this is definitely confirmation of what I was hearing in this message. All requests for help are answered. A spiritual gift can also be given without us asking for anything at all, at least not consciously. Sometimes it is our hearts that cry out for help. While we are busy getting on with our to-do lists, we don't often stop to think about what our hearts might need. If we do, an immediate solution is not obvious. We just get on with life, either letting the issue be or taking the more painful option of dwelling on it without seeing how it might be resolved. Here, another thing I was talking about in the beginning, how, life gets in the way. This is talking about that. However, there is a loving benevolence in life that knows exactly what we need and how it can best come to us, even when we are not quite so clear. This force actively seeks to assist us in walking our life path. That loving sweetness is being offered to you now or soon will be in the form of a spiritual gift. Your spiritual gift may be symbolic. It may be something that seems ordinary but holds a lot of meaning to you. It might be an object that catches your eye and mesmerizes you. You might think you are appreciating how lovely it looks, but it is the underlying energy that captures you. Something in the appearance, color, or shape speaks to you and is perhaps answering an unspoken prayer. It is not the object that is the gift. This is just the wrapping. The actual gift is subtle yet effective empowerment. It is like a spiritual booster shot that helps you move forward in life with additional zing, extra strength, and greater peace. You will be empowered to accomplish tasks that you may have nearly but not quite been able to manage on your own through the bestowal of a spiritual gift. The spiritual gift may or may not be recognizable to you. It may be very obvious and offer a windfall, a trip, a friendship, a new lover, or a remarkable healing in a current relationship. It might be far more subtle and even more powerful, such as a jolt of energy that allows you to perceive things differently all of a sudden and perhaps solve a problem that has been plaguing you. It will be bestowed as and when it is needed, in the form that will best serve the love in you. This oracle also brings you the message: let yourself be helped. Assistance is coming your way, so act on it and say yes. If you have also drawn the oracle of collaborative dreaming, then this message is amplified. It is very significant as the assistance is coming from the hand of life itself. Trust it. This oracle also comes with the message that you are to trust in the things that you feel and say to others without knowing why. It moves them. You might not understand, but through trust, you are allowing yourself not to overthink and censor yourself. As such, you are able to become a vessel through which the spiritual gift can be passed on to others. Don't block yourself. Let life happen through you. Only benefit can come from this. If you have drawn any other card in addition to this one, it acts as a wild card, as an amplifier. Whenever you draw the Oracle of Heaven Sent in addition to another card, the universe really wants you to pay attention. It is saying, look, love is speaking to you directly here, so pay attention. Really feel the truth of what is being said and trust it. You are being helped. It is simple to receive the gift that is headed your way. The healing process below will activate that for you. Blah, blah, blah. So, that's crazy. And see, this is a new deck. I've never used it before. So this is cool. So this card here, number 23, is going to be the amplifier for this card. And we're going to see what that one says for sure, y'all. Okay. Wow, this one's kind of long. I may not read the whole thing, but anyway, we'll get the gist. Beneath the illusions, pretty as they may seem, you know what is real. Beneath the lies, sweet though they may sound, you know what is worthwhile. All that is genuinely and truly essential for the heart to throb with life is worthwhile. Anything that dulls it or suffocates its vibrant aliveness must be questioned, challenged, or more than likely cast aside. For the heart is our key to living an authentic life. What is there once that is compromised? Without its foundation of truth, we are to be forever lost in confusion, doubt, and despair. You are a sacred warrior. Did we hear that earlier in my channeling? A defender of the heart. You have cried genuine tears of your own grief and also the grief of the world. You have raged at injustice and oppression in your own life and in the world. You have felt the need to protect the presence of love, for whilst it is exceptionally powerful, it can too easily be smothered under lies and fear. The sacred warrior must not heed the dangerous voices that say, oh, stop being so sensitive, stop making such a big deal out of things. Love is the biggest deal there is. What else is worth being so sensitive about? The sacred warrior is vigilant that the presence of love is not chipped away by fear, criticism, doubt, or untruths. Even if others find that unflinching honesty of your feelings difficult to handle, even if those feelings are expressed with gentleness, compassion, the sacred warrior honors the task of being more faithful to love than anything else. This includes the fear of loss. Actually, it includes the fear of anything at all. This oracle brings guidance to honor even the smallest steps in your path of the sacred warrior. They are no less important than the more noticeable or dramatic actions on the path. One single misstep can begin a landslide of great devastation. Being vigilant, and here's another thing that I've been just hearing over and over, like being vigilant, being aware with what is meaningful and what is truthful, even in the smallest and seemingly most insignificant ways, strengthens the sacred warrior and prevents darkness from gaining a stronghold from the inside. The darkness will be intelligent and sneaky. It will tell you that it doesn't matter, that this one time you can forget what you promised, that you are just one person and that you can't make a difference anyway. That darkness will lure you into sleepy ambivalence and dull your light if you allow it to. The sacred warrior within will fight with love and honor to be true to what has meaning and never ever allow it to be cast aside, even if it seems easier in the moment. The sacred warrior finds joy and humor in life to prevent the seriousness of the task from stifling the heart that just wants to live and be free. That joy brings strength to the warrior and an expanded, relaxed awareness that can sense the presence of fear and immediately respond to it with fierce compassion. The sacred warrior will not allow fear to gain a stronghold within the heart. This oracle has special guidance for you. You are being asked to stay strong and stand your ground. This might be in a big emotional journey that feels like the fight of your life. It may be in a matter that does not seem to hold much importance. Perhaps, for example, you are contemplating an idea that you feel could be something, but those around you declare it is nothing, much, too impractical, too little, or too much. However, what is happening or soon will be happening is worthwhile, so hold tight. Ask for help through the healing process below. Stay true to the sacred warrior of love that you are and defend it to the end, all that is worthwhile. This oracle card gains even more significance for you if you have also drawn the oracle of new birth, guarded vigilantly in your reading. If you intuitively feel guided to read the message for that card, do so after you complete the healing process, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so having that card as the amplifier to this one. And it all really does go so well with the message. And thank you, Spirit, for just clarifying and helping everything come together, because sometimes I don't understand when I'm automatic writing and doing channeling, like what exactly everything means. Like I have an idea, but a lot of times using these cards as a tool just kind of helps it all come together, brings it all together for me to where I like really get a grasp of what they're trying to say. All right, this next one I couldn't shuffle to save my life. So I had to get creative on this one. But anyway, this is a brand new one I just opened. Ascendium, I believe, is what it is. The Ascendium Oracle. And I really like them, actually. From what I've seen so far. When I was shuffling them earlier, oh my gosh, this thing is just bouncing up and down. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. And the card that came out was Timeline Shift. And see, we got 3. Healthy Love, Space Clearing, and Hands of Light. I attract relationships that support my growth, honor my boundaries, and reflect my highest values. Definitely something I think probably all of us are focusing on in our healing process. Space clearing. We're definitely talking about clearing, right? I bless my surroundings with cleansing light, clearing away all negativity and restoring energetic balance. And I think we're really just getting advice right now. Things that we need to be doing, need to be concentrating on in order to have all these things like healthy love. I really like this one. I think a lot of you are healers. I can see you guys out there. Like I can see and feel your hands Like I was so cold, and all of a sudden now, like, I'm feeling this warmth in my hands. Like you have this healing energy that you give to people when you touch them, or even not, just giving your energy to them. My hands are sacred conduits of universal energy, radiating healing and creative power in the world. Remember that. It's what we need to be doing. And our hands they're full of energy to do all of these things. I know that's what I do. I don't know if I've shared with y'all that I am a massage therapist, and I do, healing. I have a med spa, and I've been a massage therapist, I guess, for like 23 years now. So I have to not also just heal with my hands, but I have to heal my own hands because they get a lot of work and they have a lot of energy in them. And I feel that a lot of you guys are the same way, like, and you know it, like you can feel it in your hands. Like I can feel other people's energy, and where they have issues, where they have blockages. I can feel, like, it's crazy how it happens. But if I just close my eyes and I can put, my hands over somebody and just feel where there's something going on, because I feel like this heat, or like, it's just a different kind of energy, and it gets hot, and I can just immediately like hone in on areas that are having issues that I need to focus on. And I feel that you guys, like, a lot of you have that same gift of healing hands. All right, another new deck. My soul sister Teresa gave me this deck recently as a gift, and I like it. Whoops, that's like way too much. So we're gonna give that one another shuffle, guys. My hands are a bit cold. It's so weird being cold out here again. It was just like summer, literally, the day before. Around here, we say if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. But in the summer, it never really changes too much. We're always just hot, hot. Funny how 3 cards, like, yeah, I got 2, but all right. 35, freedom. The Wanderer. That's what we're working for, right? Clearing our space. Defending till the end. Freedom. Freedom is worthwhile. This is what we're fighting for. Our sovereignty. Our spiritual freedom. I know this is what I'm fighting for. Freedom of the truth to come out. Freedom for our souls. Freedom. Freedom and love is what it's all about, right? Crazy. Liberation. What did I channel earlier? Razor sharp. Razor sharp. Cutting cords. liberating ourselves, liberating our souls. We have to be razor sharp. See how she has her third eye? She's got that light, that gem in her third eye. It's open. She's screaming. She's ready. Like, this is where we need to be. Cutting ourselves free from many of these chains, these bonds, these negative energies that have been holding us back for so long, keeping us from the truth, keeping us from who we really are and our power, regaining our power, liberation, freedom, really. And of course, then balance. Finding our balance. It's hard sometimes. And we've been talking about this a lot tonight too. Like, I was talking about it earlier, just telling you guys, like, whatever it was, like, we go through these things, right? These periods where we just don't feel right. Like, we feel off. We feel the balance is off. The balance of the universe is off. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get here to this state of balance within ourselves, within the world. The juggler here, like I was saying, life gets in the way, you know, all of this stuff. Like, we feel like we're just juggling all of this. The 3D, the 5D, the whatever D, like, we're literally trying to juggle this all the time, and it gets confusing. So confusing sometimes. And we really have to just, like they're saying, just be aware of these things. Like, don't, if there's something that's blocking you, something that's siphoning, something that's trying to keep you from what you're trying to do, from being balanced. We're always juggling everything, right? In our daily lives, and we just get lost sometimes in it. So they're reminding us how important it is not to let that happen. Like, it's going to happen sometimes, you know. We all go through it, right? But hey, if we concentrate, I think we could probably all do these little positions, and maybe we need to go to yoga a little more. I know I started and I loved it, and then all of a sudden it was like, couldn't do it anymore. For some reason, it was just like something was holding me back. I feel like I'm freed from that now. Thank God. I'm ready. I'm ready for the freedom and the liberation and the balance. All right, it's getting cold out here. So I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do the dragons, because I feel like they're here. I feel like a heavy presence from them, and that we need a lot of protection, and that they're here to help protect us going through all this stuff that we're going through. Being attacked. I feel just like a lot of psychic attack going on, because I know it was happening to me. So obviously it's going to be happening to others as well. So we have the silver dragon, ooh, which is holding a key, which I think that we're getting. Illuminates your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul. See higher possibilities. We're getting the keys, y'all. We just have to be aware of it, and aware that we're getting them. There's so much still untapped potential in all of us. It's being awakened. It's being heightened. We're getting that key. to unlock it right now, and the dragons are helping with that. If you haven't connected to them before, connect to them. Ask who your dragon is. Ask their name. I know I have a few, but I have one main one that I call upon a lot when I need protection, when I'm asking for wisdom. And here again, when we're juggling, when we're getting too wrapped up in the 3D, when we're being kept from connecting the way that we know that we can, we know something is going on. We have some sort of blockage, right? The air dragon helps you rise above earthly matters. Communicate honestly, brings inspiration and hope, see life from a higher perspective. We are ready to fly, y'all. We just have to catch that wind and do it. Call on your dragons. They're here to help us do that. Flying high, ascension. They are here to help us with our ascension path. Giving us keys. Look, and it even looks like wind in here too. We're rising above. We have to rise above whatever's negative, whatever's holding us back, because our work is so important. So they are giving us keys and helping us rise above, helping us fly. Being in a higher perspective. Getting off the earth for a little while and seeing everything from that galactic point of view. Thank you, dragons. I won't even read the book because that would take too long. And I think that kind of sums it up. And look at the colors. The colors are the same. They're very blue, they're purple, very magical, very healing. The amethyst, I was seeing the amethyst earlier, which is like a purple. I love that. And I feel like this is also water too. I see like water here, like the dragons standing in water. So we've got water and we've got air. We've got cleansing, clearing, freeing. Silver is also highly conductive for energy, for electricity. We were talking about what I was channeling about, like the antenna. Maybe it's a silver antenna, and it's highly conductive. Bringing in that energy. We just need to absorb it all through the ether, through the air, through the water, through the antenna. Grab it, harness it. They're sending it to us, is what they're saying. We just have to grab it and take advantage of that. Like, harness the power that we need right now to defend till the end, y'all. It's gonna be worthwhile. Hang in there. Hang in there with me. I'm back, and hopefully won't be going anywhere again for a while. Hey, things happen all the time, right? But I won't leave you. I'm here. Please leave me a comment. Give us a like. Subscribe if you feel called, and definitely be getting some more videos out soon. And so happy to be back. So good to talk to you guys. And you know, hang in there. We got this. Just have to stay focused and accept all the help that we're getting right now, everything that we're getting energetically, spiritually, even earthly, whatever the love, like, we have to just acknowledge it and accept it, which sometimes is hard. I know for a lot of us to ask for help, especially fire signs. Hello. It can be difficult. But right now, that's what they're saying. Accept the help. Ask for help. And we're going to be all right. We're going to be good, y'all. So I will talk to you soon. And probably going to go live soon, maybe in the next few days. Do some card pulls. I missed that. I loved that the first time I did it. It was a lot of fun. So definitely gonna do that again. Also gonna probably be starting to offer some personal readings. I haven't quite gotten all of that worked out yet, but I will definitely be putting out a notice about that, about doing some personal readings as well. So good to be back, guys, and have a blessed evening, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.